Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my beauty empties for the month of July and August, I believe is what is in here. I meant to be doing my empties monthly, but this summer I just got all off track with my filming schedule, so I'm here today to go over whatever has accumulated in my bin since the last empties that I did, which I think that was June. I probably should have checked that before I started, but please excuse my makeup. This has been on all day and it's now 5:30 in the evening and I'm definitely having some fading and stuff, but if you want to see what this makeup looked like when it was first done, nice and fresh, head over to my Instagram to check that out. I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to try and sort these products. Okay, I'm going to save the makeup products for last because I feel like those are the most exciting. First up, I have the OGX Quenching Sea Mineral Moisture Body Wash. OGX is not cruelty free and I did not do my research properly at the beginning of the year when I first started transitioning. So I'm glad this though, it was 50% off when I bought it. But I mean, I still regret buying it. This was a fine body wash, but I'm glad it's out. It took forever to use up. For me, there's 577 mils in this bottle. I feel like I'm so slow at going through body wash and I don't understand why. I don't like use a ton per shower. I don't know. I still shower every day. Anyways, I went through the Not Soap Radio Liquid Freud Emotional Wellbeing Hand and Body Lotion in coconut milk, mango, and vanilla scent. I really liked this. I like the story behind this brand. I believe it's two sisters that started this company. I can link them down below. It's just a small, like, I guess they're not really that small anymore, but like more of an indie body care company. I got this through Ipsy though a long time ago, so I'm glad that it's gone, but I really did like the scent and it would be something I would consider repurchasing if I ever made it through all of the body lotions that I have stockpiled. Two sheet masks I went and used up. I talked about these more in detail in my Graveyard Project Pan update number 2. I used one of the KNC Beauty all natural collagen infused lip masks. I really don't like these. They're $8 each if you were to purchase them, and I feel like they did nothing for me. I got an BoxyCharm, and this is the Biobelle hashtag I woke up like this sheet mask. It had wild rose and vitamin C. I really liked this. My skin felt super hydrated. The wild rose scent was a little much for me, but I am currently pregnant, so I mean, some scents just seem really strong when maybe they aren't to a non-pregnant person. I don't feel like I'm particularly sensitive to scents ever, but it's just certain things where I'm like, whoa, that was a lot. I would rather not, and this was one of those things. But in terms of what it did for my skin, I really liked it, and I think you can find these at Ulta for $3.99 US, I believe. Two things of cotton. One, I finally finished my last package of the Shiseido facial cottons. These are not cruelty free. These are the best quality cotton I've ever used. I found that it didn't absorb so much of my skincare. I never used these to remove nail polish or anything like that. This was for like toners or oils and serums, things that were maybe too runny to put in my hand. Not really oils, but you know what I mean. But I won't be repurchasing those. And I also have the Joe Fresh cotton rounds. I couldn't really find a lot of information on Joe Fresh's cruelty-free status. The company that actually made this though is just, you know, the cotton brand with the tree. So maybe I can look up if they are cruelty-free. Either way, I did get the Whispers ones now, so I know those ones are cruelty-free for sure. I finished up the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. This is the little tiny one that was part of the Sephora birthday gift for this year, for 2019. I just thought this was just okay, and I was totally expecting this to be a break the bank but totally worth it type of moisturizer for me. It's marketed towards more oily skin types, which is why I saved it to use in the summertime when my skin is more oily. Not that it's marketed towards oily skin types, but this is like their lighter moisturizer, and the Lala Retro Cream is their heavier moisturizer. So of the two, I thought this one would work the best for me, and I just thought it was just okay. Like, I wouldn't pay, I think this is 92 Canadian dollars to purchase the full size, and that's a lot of money for something that didn't blow my socks off. So this is the Algenist Genius Liquid Collagen Little Mini. Algenist is not cruelty free. I got out as much as I could out of this, and it was nice and hydrating, but I read somewhere that collagen molecules to apply topically, the molecules are too big to absorb into your skin properly. So I don't know, and this is another pricey item, cruelty-free status aside, so I don't think I'm going to get that. I have the First Aid Beauty Resurfacing Liquid 10% AHA. This burned the absolute crap out of my skin. I finished it up. It was only 5 mils. I had to use it like every third night. This is a very, very intense resurfacing product. I am someone that uses an acid toner every single day. I am used to a chemical exfoliant, and this burned my skin so bad. The first time I used this, my skin turned bright red, and I needed to wash my face to get it off. My skin did build up a bit of a tolerance to it, but 10% AHA is a very high percentage. And even towards the end of this little sample, it still burned my skin, so it's not something that I'm looking to repurchase. Okay, now I'm jumping, oh, I lied. Yesterday I actually finished up this little sample of Marc Jacobs Daisy Dream, and now I did look up the notes on this perfume. The Marc Jacobs fragrances are not cruelty free, although their regular beauty products are, as far as I know. But I absolutely loved this, and so did my husband, so I wanted to try and find an alternative that is cruelty free. So if you know of one, definitely let me know. The notes of this are blackberry, blue wisteria, jasmine bouquets, and white woods. So it's a very light scent, and I just love it so, so much. Like, if this weren't non-cruelty free, I would have went and bought the full size based on this perfume sample, which that never happens to me. Usually I try a perfume sample and I can enjoy it and use it up and like the scent, but be fine when it's done. This, I'm going to keep the sample around, so when I go to the Body Shop or something, which the Body Shop, you know, they don't have the most high quality fragrances, but they definitely have nice scents. So maybe I can try and find something a little bit close there. I don't know. I'm hesitant to order fragrance online without smelling them though. So let me know if you know of a perfume that is cruelty free that has notes similar to that. That would be super helpful to me. I have this Fruu Pomegranate Lip Balm. This was nothing special, but I did finish it up and even dug out the top a little bit. Wouldn't repurchase. This is a declutter. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It is completely separated in here, and I tried shaking it up. I tried kind of kneading it back and forth, but it's just, it's super old. I bought this in a set back when we lived. It's like, oh, it's so greasy and separated. I don't know why I put that on my hand. We were living in the apartment, which was a very long time ago because we rented a house before buying this house. So it's just old. I have other eye primers that are older than this that still are fine, but because it's separated and won't mix back up, I'm ready to just say goodbye. Another eyeshadow primer, this one I actually did finish. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer in the shade Light. I found this formula to be too dry for my preferences, and the shade Light only worked for me in the summer when I have a tan. I typically have a fair skin tone, and this being a light primer, it was very noticeable when I used it if I didn't blend out the edges perfectly, and I definitely couldn't bring it up like towards my brow bone or anything if I used this if I didn't have a tan. So all that being said, this is not a product that I would repurchase. I do have oily eyelids, and I even found this formula to be a little bit too dry for me. And then I have two mascaras. The first is the Maybelline Lash Sensational in the waterproof variety. This is not cruelty free. I bought this for my wedding, which was last October 6th. And then I put it away and I was like, I hate waterproof mascara. I'm only going to pull it out when I need it. So I wore it on weddings and for funerals, and that is it. So I did pull it out a few months ago to just get some significant use out of it for a month, just to say that I used it. And then I'm ready to throw it away now. There's still lots of product in here, but it's been open for almost a year, so it's time for that to go. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. This I just kept open for 3 or 4 months. This is a very thick, wet formula. It is not one I enjoyed for the first 2 months. Every time I blinked for probably half an hour after application, my lashes would stick together because it was such a wet, gloopy formula. And I'm not somebody that really cakes on the mascara. That would just be a normal one coat of this, and that would happen to me. As it dried out, I liked it more and more, but once we hit the 4-month mark, I was kind of like, I think it's, it's time. And that's I keep one mascara open at a time with the exception of the waterproof one. So this was 4 months of exclusive use. So I'm okay with this being gone. This is not a favorite. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I would not repurchase it. So those are all the products that I have used up this past summer, basically. Not very much. I was not going the extra mile with my skincare, just doing the bare minimum. And I wasn't wearing makeup that often this past summer because it was hot, I was overwhelmed, and I had morning sickness. So that's my excuse of why I have such a pathetic Empties. So it's probably a good thing I couldn't fit my Empties into my schedule, each month, because that would have been even shorter than it is today. But I'm going to stop chatting your ear off. Let me know in the comments down below what's the last thing you finished and if you would repurchase it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!